What's going on, guys? I have told y'all over and over. By the way, my name is Jaye. Salute to you for tuning in. Make sure you like the video. I have told y'all over and over and over again about these celebrities. They have selective pro-blackness, and that seemed to be the case with Steven Jackson. Now, I want y'all to understand, I did a video on this Rachel Nichols situation. I'll put a link in the description box so y'all can go and check it out. Excellent commentary. The feedback I've been getting has been very good, so make sure that you give me your feedback in the comment section below. But Steven Jackson is a very outspoken guy, right? Very outspoken guy, right? He's known for his outspokenness. And I want people to understand that these friendships trump anything that they are saying out here to get sentiment for public opinion in regards to social activism. Now, I'm not one of those people that was angry with Rachel Nichols. I believe Rachel Nichols spoke how she felt. That's why to this moment I haven't seen any public apology from her. Maybe y'all have, but I haven't. I believe Rachel Nichols meant everything she said about feeling like Maria Taylor got the opportunity that she got due to the fact of the network trying to show their wokeness by putting a black female commentator at the forefront of the NBA Finals, and not necessarily Rachel Nichols, who had it in her contract that opportunity was hers. And I wasn't one of these people that was going to go in on her saying that she's a discriminator of black people. I don't feel that. And I don't think Steven Jackson feels that way. But Steven Jackson represents a lot of these celebrities that always want to talk about race. They always want to talk about race. But in this situation, he sides with Rachel Nichols because he knows that Rachel Nichols does not dislike black people. But I don't think he has that good of a relationship with Maria Taylor. And the one thing I will say about Steven Jackson, he's made some good points here and there. I'm not going to say the guy is wrong. I've had my disagreements with Steven Jackson. I've had disagreements with various people. Doesn't mean I dislike them. Doesn't mean they don't make good points. All right. But Steven Jackson is somebody who's speaking from how he feels. So it's going viral on Twitter. And they are going in on him on Twitter, man. They are going off on him on Twitter. This is from Stack 5. Let's check out this video clip real quick, and then I'm gonna come back to the article. Here we go.
Stuff, bro. How many times we as black people have said that we was qualified? We know we qualified. We know we qualified for the job, but we didn't get it because they gave it to the white person just because he was white. How mad were we? Because they looking out for their own. How mad were we? When you know you deserve the job and they give it to a white person just because he white. We've been dealing with that our whole life. And that pisses us off. We ain't getting recorded, but we say shit too behind closed doors. So I get it. I get it why Rachel mad. Rachel ain't never showed me no signs of being racist. But I would be mad too if I worked my whole life for a job and they gonna give it to a white dude just because Donald Trump in office. Or just because a white kid got killed and at the time it'll look better for a white person to have a job. I would be mad too. It's just the facts. I ain't trying to be liked. I'm speaking the truth. We rocking with both of them, Maria and Rach, but this the truth. Think about this stuff, bro.
And now, Steven Jackson here. Now let's go to the article here from Bro Bible. It says Steven Jackson has become one of the first people to publicly defend Rachel Nichols over her comments about colleague Maria Taylor that came to light in a bombshell New York Times story on Sunday. On Sunday, the Times released a leaked audio recording of Nichols, who forgot to turn off her video camera while inside the NBA bubble, calling Taylor a diversity hire when she was awarded the hosting job at NBA Countdown during the 2020 NBA Finals. And I spoke about that in my previous video. That's how Rachel Nichols feels, man. She feels like she, in a sense, was wronged. She felt like you only giving her that spot just for the sake of having a black face there. And listen, if I have it in my contract that I'm supposed to host a certain gig, and then all of a sudden you change up at the last minute to soothe the woke mob, I'm gonna feel some type of way too. Listen, this is how she feels. This is how a lot of these Caucasian women feel. They don't want other groups of women taking their spots, period. They're okay with those women taking men's spots, but they don't want you coming for their spot because they're going to be defensive. And that's exactly what happened with Rachel Nichols. Rachel Nichols became extremely defensive because she felt like her spot, her territory was being taken over. Well, Rachel Nichols, this is what happens when the woke, and most of these woke people on social media who are part of the cancel culture mob, they're mostly Caucasian liberals. It's these Caucasian liberals who have created this atmosphere of diversity hires, and Rachel Nichols just fell victim to being a diversity hiring. And she has nobody but the people on social media to blame. She can blame her bosses at ESPN, but they're only doing what they see the woke social media mob saying. And they expect you to go along with it because you're I'm assuming a Caucasian liberal female. So they are saying, you know what, she's going to go along with it. You know, she's all about diversity, right? But no, she's not for diversity at her expense. The video is Stack 5. Let's see. So we all ramble and we say things when we are frustrated, and Rachel did deserve that job. It's just plain and simple. And this is from Stack 5. I've talked to Rachel and I know a lot of things she was saying out of frustrations because ESPN put her in a bad position, and they even put Maria in a bad position by trying to give Maria a sympathy job. They were trying to make themselves look good because the Black Lives, Matter and George Floyd stuff was going on. Jackson went on to compare Rachel Nichols and Maria Taylor's situation to how black people feel when they're passed over for jobs. See, let me tell y'all something, man. Y'all don't want to hear this right now, but black conservatives have been saying that. Black conservatives have said this before. They've talked about the reverse sort of discrimination that's going on right now. There is a lot of reverse discrimination going on right now. I don't like it. But again, it's life. It's life, and it's what we've created. It's the culture that we have created. And Steven Jackson was part of that culture. All these people that talk about race, you got to understand that even your friends, even your non-melanated friends are going to be called to the carpet. What are you going to do? Steven Jackson chose a side. And again, that's most of these celebrities. I don't care if we talking LeBron James or anybody else. They all have Caucasian friends who they will stand up for. And by the way, the guy that she was talking to isn't he an advisor to LeBron James? Is somebody that's close to his camp? Listen, and that person made some apparently has made some comments, but I want to keep this video focused on Steven Jackson. Listen, this is Steven Jackson, and this is the type of guy that he's gonna have his fist in the air until he doesn't need to have his fist in the air. And I really wish that people like Steven Jackson would be honest and stop pushing this culture of victimization that is going on, and say, hey, let's have accountability at all sides. Let's all have accountability. But people like a Steven Jackson don't really care about accountability. He cares about accountability as long as he can, it can be seen on both sides when it's his friends that are called to the carpet. And Rachel Nichols is very resourceful. Rachel Nichols is probably a very popular person among the NBA player circles. Stack 5 didn't do a show with her. ESPN worked with her. So because she's so popular amongst these guys, they're going to defend her. They're going to put their fist down. They're going to forget all about the victimhood and all about the whole, woe is us, everybody's against us. They're going to drop that act if it's somebody that they know. And Rachel Nichols, again, she's very resourceful. And I wouldn't be surprised if she's had a handful of conversations with these guys over the last year since this situation happened to sort of cover herself in a sense. But I think guys like Steven Jackson, once again, they are part-time pro-blacks. They will push this victimhood. They'll talk about race. But when it comes to their friends, they're going to talk about accountability. These people only want accountability when it's somebody that they know. When it's somebody that they know, now they want to talk about accountability. That's where we are. Because it's somebody that they know. It's somebody that's on the verge of being canceled, because they're not going to fire her. Under no circumstances is the well resourced Rachel Nichols going to get let go from that network. They're on the verge of letting Maria Taylor go because they feel like Rachel Nichols has more to give them than a Maria Taylor. They feel like Maria Taylor is replaceable. And I feel, honestly, I do feel she is, because she sort of came out of nowhere a year and a half ago, going from college football to doing NBA Countdown, because they were thin. They were thin on black women who were tall with long hair. And they need to put somebody in that spot, and Maria Taylor was the one they put in that spot. And I think they feel like at the end of the day, she's replaceable. So Steven Jackson, once again, he's only speaking from the perspective of a guy who, yes, he's going to be outwardly opposed to certain things in the quote unquote dominant society. But when it comes to him and the people he's cool with, he's going to pull back and he's going to say, hey, not them. I know them. They're good people. Don't cancel them. That's what he's going to say, man. Y'all let me stay in the comment section below. I'll link you to the video I did yesterday. And make sure you like this video and share it.